Ready. I am here. You are here. We are ready for another game. We will see how this one ends up. Just 1 second. So Kim Tae-yeon leading things off for Hanwha once again in the leadoff spot. And first pitch swing and lifts that one to left and under it. One pitch and one out. Why can't I see? I can see. Alright, so today's game, lots to think about, lots to talk about. Wang Young-mook in the 2-hole now, as again Perlaza yesterday ended up leaving the game, going to the hospital. The test results, the CT scan, the x-rays, didn't show anything out of the ordinary, so he seems to be okay and fine. As a 1-1 count now to Wang Young-mook, as he chops that one fouled on the first base line, and we are 1-2. So Wang Young-mook, he's average-wise, 338 for Kim Tae-yeon, 333 for Lee Do-yoon, and 337, I believe, for Wang Young-mook. As he fouls that one out of play. So, Won Tae-in on the bump for Samsung has pitched extremely well, but as of late, he's been struggling a little bit. His last outing against Lotte took the loss, 5.2 innings, and gave up 5. Before that, he gave up 3 runs, and before that, he gave up 4 runs. So we will see how he does there as Wang Young-mook fouls another one off and out of play. Going to be important, the right-handed hitters against Won Tae-in. That's going to be what's really going to be important, as the right-handed hitters, how are they going to fare against Won Tae-in and his fastball slider combination? They tend to have troubles as that one misses down and away. They tend to have troubles against Won Tae-in and his slider breaking out of the zone. Not just him, but a lot of the pitchers that the righty pitchers, throwing that slider down and out of the zone, they seem to struggle with that. As Wang Young-mook fouls that one away again. That's going to be the big story for today. At least I think so. All right. And another foul. Alright. Yeah, so Wang Young-mook moved up from the 8-hole, all moved up to the second spot. Won Tae-in. Sorry. I just realized I had my stats backwards. Chano, who moved into Perlaza's spots yesterday after the injury, moves down into the 8-hole. Just some changes, little changes here and there, and mainly the same lineup, same setup. They've kind of settled into this lineup. It seems good. It's a little right heavy, and especially at the top as he grounds out to second base. And 2 away. Ground out, but a 10-pitch at bats. Very, very important. What's up, Kenny? How's it going? Welcome. How's the Lotte game going so far? So, Jaime Badia, the new Hanwha pitcher, has made his way to the stadium. He was warming up. Hello, hello. So, Hanwha. No Shiwan, the number 3 hitter, will make his way in. And looks at ball 1 on the inside. Chewano, the game against him before. So No Shiwan has a 12-game run scored streak heading into today. As he lifts that one, second baseman sliding back, and that's in the middle of no man's land. And No Shiwan is on with a Texas League single. Texas League single in the middle of no man's land. Second baseman started floating out, but it fell in. Yeah, Samsung is wearing their military uniforms too, and good God, are they ugly. Instead of having like military camo, they have lion blue and light blue and gray lion camo. As An Jeong makes his way in, looks at ball one at the top of the zone. An Jeong hitting 264 on the season, 55 for 208, 55 hits, 208 at bats. So An Jeong is really the catalyst for this team as far as how he goes, the team goes. If he's struggling, the team struggles. In the last 5 games, he's hitting 350. So, in the last 5 games, Hanwha's 4-1. And up high, ball 3, 3-0. So, An Jeong as the number 4 hitter is sitting 340, as the number 6 hitter, 321, and as number 5 hitter, 299. So, doing all right there in the 4 hole, which is why they've kept him there, as he looks at strike 1. So, Wantain, the one game against Hanwha that he pitched 6 innings, gave up 2 hits, and 7 strikeouts. And that's going to be a chopper 6 for putouts to end the first inning, and we will go to the bottom of the order, or the bottom of the inning, and Hanwha does get 1 single, but unable to do anything else outside of that. Big things for Samsung is Kim Ji-chan, after taking over for Gu Ja-uk yesterday after the hit by pitch, will lead things off. Jo Dong-uk on the mound for Hanwha, and I'll get to more of him in just a second. For those of you wondering, yes, I'm still doing preview videos. I did a preview video. 3 outs now for Hanwha, heading to the bottom of the first. So pretty much the same lineup. Kim Kang-min into center field for Hanwha. Jo Dong-uk, 6.39 ERA, 6.40 ERA, depending on which stat you look at. They have both of them. 1-0 on the season, 3 games. He has pitched against Samsung in 1 game. Did not pitch well, but didn't pitch bad, despite the fact that it looks like he pitched awful. ERA of 12 against Samsung. Pitched 3 innings. Gave up 4 runs, but all of those runs were in the first inning. After the first inning, he pitched through 11 pitches in the second inning and 10 pitches in the third inning for 49 pitches total, and then was taken out. So I don't really get it. Was taken out after 49 pitches. Didn't actually pitch against the third time in the lineup. So really not sure exactly why he was pulled at that situation. He still hadn't faced the 7, 8, 9 hitters for the second time, but he was pulled out. And Hanwha ended up losing the game as the bullpen wasn't able to hold the lead for the whole entire game. Kim Ji-chan will lead things off. A 290 average. 163 is his height, ladies and gentlemen. We're talking Altuve heights, but way more speed, as he is 19 for 20 on stolen bases. Looks at strike 1 from Jo Dong-uk. So yesterday he had a good game coming off of the bench as he stole 3 bases. Ended up 1 All right, two. Yeah, three. Sorry, three for four yesterday with 3 stolen bases. As he looks at ball two on the outside, 2-1. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that, Mark. I am so sorry to hear that. I do not, Kenny. The last I looked, Perlaza's, as that one misses outside, also ball three. The last I heard, Perlaza went to the hospital. They did X-rays and CT scan. Both of them showed nothing that was abnormal. And so maybe back next week, as that is ball four, a leadoff walk, and he will be on second base within 2 pitches, I'm going to guess. I'm going to give him 2 pitches to be on second base. As McKinnon steps in, hitting 323 on the season, hitting 375 in the 7 games against Hanwha. Really struggling to get the long ball, though. That's about his only thing that they're worried about him. Only 4 homers from a first baseman. And as they throw up the Hanwha stats, they should be way more on top of it. All right, I said I gave him 2 pitches. Here comes the 0-1 pitch, and they check on him and slides back. So I gave him 2 pitches to be on second. He's got 4 stolen bases against Hanwha. 3 of them were yesterday. One of them was he didn't even hit. He took over at first and still stole a base. And he didn't go. Uniform is already dirty. All right. The 1-1 pitch coming up. And then McKinnon's swinging the bat back and forth. And that's going to be stroked in between left and center. Grabs it, turns, throws to third, and in there at third, sliding first and third. As they are quickly threatening. This is kind of how I expected things to go right here. He's just so fast that any single turns into 2 bases for him. Oh, man, he's fast. All right, first and third. That's going to bring up Isung-gyu. Oh, Kim Ji-chan would destroy Wang Sung-bin. Like, I'm sorry, Kenny. I know you're a Lotte fan, but Kim Ji-chan is so fast. All right. Lee Sung-gyu, 262 on the season, 143 against Hanwha, though. Hanwha, at this point, 1-1. Looking for a double play ball to only let them score 1. Obviously, would love a strikeout here. He does have 34 strikeouts on the season, but Jo Dong-wook is not quite a strikeout pitcher. As that one misses up high, 2-1. Jo Dong-wook, 3 pitches, throws a fastball 50% of the time, about 140 from the left side. Then changeup and slider, around 25% of the time for both of those. Both about the same speed as he swings through that, falling down to one knee, and that's 2-2. Strikeout here would be absolutely amazing. All right, the 2-2 pitch. And gets him looking on the inside corner. Exactly what they needed. His first strikeout of the day. And that's going to bring up Pak Byung-ho. Huge 3-run shot yesterday that ended up being the difference, breaking the 5-5 tie, and Samsung was able to hold on for the 8-6 win. First pitch swing, and that's going to be popped up. Ancheon giving chase, but it's out of play. 0-1. Park Young-ho does strike out a ton. 42 strikeouts in just 113 at-bats so far this year. Oh, yeah. All right, the 0-1 pitch, and that is lifted and a souvenir. To say that Samsung has absolutely won that trade would be the largest understatement of the season. 3 games, 3 home runs. That's just ridiculous. So that's going to bring up Kim Young-un. Kim Young-un, 282 on the season. Oh, Hanwha. Well, at least you don't have to wear those ugly uniforms Samsung does. That's the only thing. All right, the 1-1 pitch coming up as that one misses way inside. So Kim Young-un, 13 homers on the season. One of them against Hanwha. And fouls. I told you, Mark. You didn't listen, Mark. All right, the 1-2 pitch. And outside, ball 2. And now we've got an error. I'll be right back. Something is being from my kitchen. Okay, I'm back. My Mark. That's what a Hanwha fan would say. I left my refrigerator door open. It was beeping at me. And I could just barely hear it over my earphones. And here comes that big blow up inning for Jo Dong-wook. Last time he faced Hanwha, he gave up 4 runs in the first inning. So let's see if he can at least improve that and only give up 3 runs in the first inning of today's game. And here's the pitch, and they go, and safe. And once again, Hanwha gives up a stolen base. There's some Park Byung-ho, Kenny. 2 straight games with a 3-run homer against Hanwha. Or 2 straight games, 3-run homer. 2 straight games, the breaking the tie homer. 2 straight games, a homer off of a lefty, and that's low. Ball 1 and 2. Mark, you should never bet on Hanwha unless you ask me first. That is the only advice I can give you, sir. All right, the 1-1 pitch. And misses low. Ball 2. 2-1. That's a strike down on the bottom of the zone, and all right, the 2-2 pitch outside, 3-2, and his first full count of the game. Oh, Hanwha baseball is so much fun to watch. Yeah, 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 yeah. And that's gonna be a 6. Oh, yay. Woo. Hey, I had to stop because he bobbled the ball at short, and right after an error on and the last at bat, I thought we were gonna have a second error, and I thought I was gonna have to throw things. I wonder how many people actually understand where the Lions' little home run ceremony comes from. And that's going to be a dive play. Ito Yoon grabs it, but is not able to hold on to it. And we will have runners at the corner again. As how did he not hold on to that? Ah, hit right off the thumb of his glove. He definitely should have had that. He's going to hit himself over the head if they end up scoring here. All right, this is going to bring up the number 8 hitter, Kim Jae-hyuk. Kim Jae-hyuk hitting 200 on the season. And that's going to be a foul. Whoa. Fontaine being spotted a 3-run lead is never good, but he has been standing around for a while, sitting around for a while. Hopefully, that helps. Kim Jae-hyuk is 0 for 1 in his season against Hanwha, so let's make that 0 for 2. And that's in there for a strike. 0-2 count. All right, the 0-2 pitch coming up, and nope, check over on first. So, Jo Dong-wook is good for about 70 pitches, 70, 75 pitches, but really, he to me, he is still limited with just two times through the lineup. The reason why is because he doesn't have a fourth pitch yet. So after he goes through the lineup that first time, they've kind of got an idea. So then when he goes through a second time, he's obviously has to change his strategy a little bit as they're going to make adjustments. By the time they get through that third time, he really doesn't have another way to throw, as they set up in the other batter's box. And yeah, so ball. So he doesn't have that fourth pitch of a starter yet. He is only 18 years old, or did he turn 19 yet? I don't know if he's 18 or 19. And that's lifted in. So he's 18, 19? All right. Oh, the 1-2 pitch. And misses. That's going to be a little league double steal as they come home, and he is out at home. Thank you, Samsung, for running like absolute stupid idiots once again. Good. Gee, like, he's saying that the catcher bobbled the ball. So the throw beat him by a lot, but they're saying, oh, no. He tagged him with right there on the hand. So he tagged him with the glove, but the ball was in his hand. Tags him, ends up falling over, but as he falls over, he touches his leg with the ball in his hand. So he is going to be out because Samsung is so dumb on the base paths. Yeah, so the ball beat him by a lot. He couldn't control the ball. Ends up having it in his right hand, and tagged him with the glove, but fell over, and the ball ends up tagging him on the right leg as the guy's laying on the ground, but he never touched home until after that. So 3 outs, and Hanwha once again takes advantage of absolutely awful base running from Samsung. Like, that was just awful base running again from Samsung. Like, what are they thinking? Like, it's just awful. I can't believe a professional team tries a little league double steal. Well, this was Samsung. This wasn't even Hanwha. Samsung can make all the stupid plays that they want. They did it twice yesterday. I would love for them to keep doing it. Let's see if I can actually get this. I've been attempting to export my preview video for about 3 hours now, and it's still not working. But I still want to get it up there anyway. All right, Chaein Sung is gonna lead things off for Hanwha, in the top of the second here. Chaein Sung with a come from behind grand slam yesterday, but it was all for naught as the man in the dugouts, the new man in the dugouts, decided that he was going to manage like the old man in the dugouts, and yeah. So Chaein Sung looks at strike one, hitting 231 on the season. That's going to be a slow roller to shorts, scoops, throws, and we didn't even get through the song before we've got one out. So, Wan Tae-in, 4 pitches, really just throws 3 main ones. 35% of the time he throws a 144 fastball. Then 28% of the time he's going to throw a slider, changeup 25% of the time, and then he has a curveball. He throws about 7% of the time. Doesn't throw a curveball as much as that looks like a strike to Ito Yun. Doesn't throw the curveball as much to Hanwha, down to about 4%, but throws the slider a little bit more because of their right-handed bats. Is that one is outside? 1-1. That's going to lift his center, and once again, we don't even get through the order or the song before we've got another out. That's going to be lifted to left, and that was a quick inning, ladies and gentlemen. We will go to the bottom of the seconds. Hanwha goes 1, 2, 3 on a total of 6 pitches. So starter goes, yeah, another 3-run homer by Pak Byung-ho, Luke, and welcome. What happened to the old Petopia, Luke? I figured you'd be Petopian it up at the Sosan Park. Understandable. Sorry, guys. So back to the matchup. Jo Dong-wook's still out there. He will face the Kim Jae-hyuk once again. He just arrived with the team today. He was out in the outfield throwing a little bit, as that's ball 1. So Kim Jae-hyuk, 200 on the season, but again batting 0 against Hanwha. And ball 1. And just catches the outside corner. 1-1. So I believe he's going to make a start. I want to say like the 5th or 6th. So Wednesday or Thursday, I believe he's going to make a start. As that's lifted, Kim Tae-yeon give and chase. Sorry, I'm still. Oh, he go into the Futures game tomorrow, maybe. I wonder who you see. And 0-2. Young Hoo Yuk is 0 for 5 in his 2024 season. And make that. Oh. Why? No, wrong buttons. 0 for 6 and 0 for 4 against Hanwha. A quick 2 outs for Hanwha. As that will flip the lineup back over. Kim Ji-chan walked and scored in his first at bat. It looks at strike 1. Do this real quick. And 1-1. All right, the 1-1 pitch coming up, and that's in there for a strike on the bottom. I do not know, sir. And that's going to be a 4-3 putouts. And 1-2-3 as he is able to straighten things out with another quick inning. And Hanwha will come up to bat in the top of the third. So again, the same thing. He had a really rough inning, one inning against SSG, and then he had one rough inning against Samsung. That's a much better answer, Luke. Better than my answer. Should have you be my official press release or press answer, Luke. Giving all the best insights and answers. Way better than mine. All right, we got about 30 seconds, so I'm gonna flip this over to make sure everything is right. Well, it's 1-2 in the top of the third inning in the LG game. All right, Hanwha will be up to bat in the third inning. Chan-ho will lead things off. Chan-ho playing left. All right, Chan-ho. Get rid of this thing here. Chan-ho hitting 252 on the season. 273 against Samsung in 7 games. And ball one, and that's a chopper to first. And once again, I don't even get through their sign or their song before. Yeah. Luke, I just ordered something that you would love for the old garden. I'll send you a video of it later. I can definitely picture you purchasing one of these. As Shea Jae-hoon will step into the box hitting 283 on the season, but looks at strike one. And we're looking for at least a batter to get through his entire song, but there's a chopper. 5-3, and 5 straight guys have not gotten through their song. Yep. It is definitely a cooling. Yeah, I'm sure. But does that keep you cool and keep you from getting a sunburn? And so Kim Tae-yeon will now try to do the impossible, and that is get all the way through his song before he gets up. And that's ball 2 up and in. We've got a good candidate here to listen to his entire song. And that catches the inside. 2-1. All right. Well done, Kim Tae-yeon. Now that we've knocked that off of the list of things to do, how about a hit? Up high, ball 3. We'll take a walk at this point, sir. We will take a walk. Hanwha with one base runner. A big league, Texas League, and a little two-step by Kim Tae-yeon as it caught the top of the zone, but it was not called a strike. And he made one step, a step back, and then, okay, a walk. Kim Tae-yeon showing the dance moves. All right, that's going to bring up Wang Young-mook, who grounded out to second base in his first at-bat. One of these days, I'll get his actual song downloaded and ready, and that is Lifted into foul territory. Oh my God. Who's the right fielder? Because that is awful. That is awful. The right fielder could have easily picked up the ball and tossed it to the ball boy, but just walked past it and let it roll. Unless the camera angle was just bad. All right, the 0-1 pitch. And another foul. 0-2. Wang Young-mook, 10 pitch at bat in his first at bats. These first two pitches have both been fouled off. His average down to 321 now on this season. And up high, ball one, 1-2. Another foul. All right, the 1-2 pitch once again as he loves to foul them all. That's not going to be a foul. That's going to be a single. Kim Tae-yeon will round seconds, but hold up. And they've got another hit. Their second of the day. All right, No Shiwan. He is the owner of the first single and is looking for a 3-run shot here as that one misses up high. Ball one. Looking to tie the game. No Shiwan. 2 home runs on Thursday's game. Didn't have one yesterday, but did score to keep his 12-game scoring streak alive. As that one's in there for a strike, 1-1. All right, the 1-1. And there it is, ladies and gentlemen. That's the 3-run shot I was talking about. Like I said, he's looking for a 3-run shot. And he delivered. And there we go. 3-3 game. And An Ji-hong will now step in. Round it out to shorten his first at bat and looks at another strike. Oh, three away, but not before No Shiwan ties it up on a 3-run shot after a walk, a single, and we've got ourselves a 3-3 game. Oh, just like the last start and the start before that he had. Jo Dong-wook is getting plenty of run support and is now, can they keep it? So No Shiwan with a 3-run shot to tie the game there, making it 3-3. The Jo Dong-wook again struggles about the third time he goes through the lineup because he doesn't have the pitches. So is he going to be able to, you know, he's only facing McKinnon, who's the number 2 hitter. So he's got maybe 2 innings left. 2 innings, or I say 80 pitches, right around there between one of those two, whichever one. You can have him go back through for the third time, but if you have him go back through the third time, at that point you have to take him out anytime he gets into any sort of trouble. So the game is reset. Let's see what happens now. Cannon will lead things off. He singled in his first at bat, came around to score on the 3-run shot by Park Byung-ho, and that misses way up. Oh, 1-0. All right, 1-0, and misses upstairs again. 2-0. Hung a curveball, or sorry, not a curveball, but hung a slider to McKinnon in his first at bat that he put into the gap in between left and center, and that's swing and a miss. 2-1. McKinnon is not somebody. I think he actually tipped that, but McKinnon is not somebody who strikes out a lot. Only has 20 strikeouts on the season, so about 200 at bats. Has 33 walks to 20 strikeouts. Yeah, tied the game on a 3-run shot, and that's a ball. 3-1. Welcome to the horizontal, by the way, Mark. All right, there she is. Yeah, I saw. All right, the 3-1. Thank you, sir. And that's in there for strike 3-2. Full count. His second full count of the day. And I wonder how the manager feels knowing that he's not going to be here next week. All right, the 3-2, and that's lifted into right. Kim Tae-yeon giving chase, but cannot run into the stands, and that is foul out of play. in the outfield, or are you talking about for LG or Doosan? All right, here's the 3-2 pitch once again. Austin or Ramos? All right, the 3-2 pitch. And the pause, the delivery, and that's going to be a grounder. Ito Yun grabs it, throws over to first, and one away on the 6-3 grounder. No Shiwan has 5 bases now. I had a single and a 3-run homer. Bears batter, foreigner, would be Henry Ramos, the switch hitter who used to play for KT Wiz. All right, Lee Sung-gyu stepping in, and first pitch swinging, fouls that one, 0-1. So Lee Sung-gyu struck out looking in his first at bat. He is the owner of that beautiful backwards K at the top of your screen for those of you in the horizontal. And outside, ball 1, 1-1. All right, the 1-1 pitch, and that's fouled away, 1-2. So again, Jo Dong-wook, after his blow-up inning, seems to be settling it down, and that is a swing and strike, number 2. And number 2 for you, sir. Enjoy your double K. All right, 2 away, and this will face Park Byung-ho, who hit the 3-run shot in his first at bat, average up to 228 as he came over on Thursday. So I actually tried, but for some reason my Final Cut Pro is not allowing me to export anything. So there's not much I can do. I do post them every once in a while, not very often though. And the 2-0 pitch in there for a strike, 2-1. Yeah, I don't bet on games though. I would never bet on KBO. It's too volatile to me to bet. So the 2-1 and outside 3-1. So since he came to Samsung, he's hitting .462 with a 3-run homer. Alcantara's pitching again. And that's fouled away. We've got ourselves another full count. Second full count of this inning and third of the day. Yeah, so it's also very time consuming, and so I don't have enough time to do it regularly. I do it as much as I can, but yeah, it's a little difficult to keep my full-time job plus go into games and streaming games and still trying to get some rest. So all right, the 3-2 pitch, 2 outs, 1-1 for Park Byung-ho on the day. Pitch number 61 for Jo Dong-wook, and that is popped up, second baseman under it, and 3 away. Another 1, 2, 3 inning for Jo Dong-wook, and we will go to the top of the 4th, 3-3, Hanwha and Samsung. At your body on the floor tonight. Make my day. Sorry, I'm channeling my inner child with some of these commercials on Korean TV here. Well, quick look at its scores around the league. Kia is trailing 1-0 against KT. Bears have tied it up 2-2 in Jamshil. NC is up 1-0 against Lotte in the bottom of the third, and SSG is up 2-0 against Kyum in the bottom of the third. So all games are fairly close at this point. The largest difference is 2 runs, but Kyum is down 2, but they've got a runner on second with only 1 out. So some good Saturday games around the league, and we should be coming back. So top of the fourth here, Wantain obviously still out there. 45 pitches so far. So Chaehyun Sung will lead things off here in the fourth inning. And looks at strike one. Chaehyun Sung hitting 229 now on the season after his 6-3 ground out in the second inning. And pops that one up to the pitcher. Pitcher under it. Catcher takes it, almost steps on the bag, but once again, not through the entire song. And there we go. I believe that would go as a foul pop-up, as I think he was in foul territory there. It almost stepped on the bat that Chaehyun Sung had thrown down after popping up. All right, Lee Do-yoon looks at strike one. Let's see if we can get a whole song again. This is a little longer song, so it's going to have to be a little longer at bats. Average down to 298, and nope, that's going to be a 6-3 putouts, and we still have 30 seconds of his song that we're not going to listen to. All right, that means Kim Young-min, who has a very, very long song. So 2 outs already here in the fourth inning, and still only 49 pitches for Wantain, working quickly. Kim Young-min 0 for 1 on the day, looks at ball 1. Flew out to left field, average at 294 on this season. Hasn't had many at-bats, 26 games, but only 51 at-bats on the season. So, looks at strike one and 1-1 count. Swings through, and congratulations, sir. That 1-2 pitch allowed you to finish your entire song, and that means we will go into the 1-2 pitch, and swings at a ball in the dirt, and that will be Wantain's first strikeout on the day. 7 whole pitches that inning, and yeah, Hanwha's not worried about doing anything to get into that Samsung bullpen that was overworked yesterday. They got 52 pitches through 4 innings for Wantain. Just working quick. So that means it's Jo Dong-wook. So I think LG is a better team, but LG is going to have to replace their foreign pitchers. I think Doosan is probably looking at replacing a foreign pitcher also. LG has the better overall team, I believe. The problem with LG again is both of their foreign pitchers have ERAs over 5. Neither one have pitched extremely well. Enns has pitched some games where he's pitched really good. Kelly pitched well in his last game, but overall, I think they're going to have to replace both of those if they get the chance. Tucson Alcantara is back, so maybe he'll be able to pitch. But Brandon hasn't pitched well in his last few outings, so they may be looking to replace him too. But that's a lot of left-handers looking, or a lot of teams looking for left-handers to come to the KBO. I do not watch the MLB. I just do not have time. When I'm working, the MLB is going. I used to watch all the time because I worked different hours here. But all right, we are back. Bottom of the fourth here. Mr. Kim Hero himself, Kim Young-un, will lead things off. Reached on an error on the second baseman in his first at-bat and looks at ball one in this at-bat. And inside 2-0. I'm pretty sure the last time I watched a Cardinals game was actually I turned on Apple TV to watch Pujols hit his 700th home run. And that is ball 3. I just have a very good knack for turning on the TV in very important times. I remember I turned on the TV. I was playing just a sec. The 3-0 pitch, and that's in there for a strike on the outside corner. I ended up turning off the Wii as me and my buddies were just finished playing to turn on the Giants game to watch Barry Bonds hit the record-breaking home run. And the 3-1 pitch outside, ball 4 as he takes his base. Kim Young-un does have 5 steals in 5 attempts on the season. And then I was doing something and decided to watch I noticed something on, I don't know, Instagram or something that said that the Cardinals game was on Apple TV, so I turned on Apple TV and boom, Pujols hits his 700th home run. So Kang Min Ho will now step in for Samsung as he looks at strike 1 in the top of the zone. 0-1 on the day, grounded out to the shortstop back in the first inning. Sorry, John, I only do Hanwha games. All right, the 0-1 pitch. And that's going to be a single under the jumping runner and first and seconds once again. Very similar to the first inning. Kim Ji-chan with a walk. McKinnon with a single. And here we have a walk and a single in the 4th inning. And they are looking to... Hopefully they do a lovely Hanwha impersonation and runners on first and second with no outs, and they don't score anything because they attempt a bunt. And then the next 2 guys don't hit the ball out of the infield. That is the Hanwha way. Let's see if Samsung can replicate the Hanwha way. All right, Ryu Ji-hook singled in his first at-bats, and let's see what we got here. And he steps off, spins around, fakes the throw to second. Everybody cheers and claps. And Ryu Ji-hook gives him a little sign with his hand there, a sign and a smirk. he's going to be swinging, but he forgot to hit the ball, and that's 0-1. Very catchy song. And that's strike 2. And pitch number 70 there for Jo Dong-wook. The most he has actually thrown was 77 in his last game, where he only pitched 3.2 innings. So coming in on his career high after this inning. And the 0-2 pitch sets up way outside, and that is 1-2. I feel like Che Jae-hoon is setting up outside way too soon. Because when he sets up that early, the guy on second can signal to the batter. And again, he set up really soon on that pitch too. And if you're watching the game, if you happen to be with somebody who's watching the game, you can kind of see the batter on second make a couple moves. So that time he set up late, the runner at second didn't take an extra shot, and he swings through. And I believe Che Jae-hoon is tipping the pitch to the guy on second, the pitch location to the guy at second. And that's something that, again, there's multiple things that lead to the problems Hanwha is having. That right there looks like one of them. So Kim Jae-hyuk now, he flew out to right, and first pitch swinging, and that's foul, 0-1. Kim Jae-hyuk is 0 for 2 in his season against Hanwha. He is 7 for 36, hitting below the Mendoza line. So again, it really looks like Che Jae-hoon, when he sets up, the guy on second makes an extra step off. And right there, Che Jae-hoon didn't set up late, didn't set up on time. And what happened? He didn't make an extra step. Again, this is something that it's fouled away, 0-2. This is something that's a good manager would be able to see while watching video. So again, I'm paying attention to the guy on second, and he doesn't take the extra space, and that's going to be a strikeout looking. I mean, it really is. It's a very big difference between when he sets up early and when he sets up late. The guy on second is not moving, and very important. As once again, another strikeout. So he's been able to get out of this, and we've got a guy that doesn't have a hit on the season now up. Now, Alan, these are the songs from the actual team. All right. Here comes the 1-0 pitch to Young Woo Hyun. And in the bottom of the zone, 1-1. All right. Sorry about that. I was removing somebody from the chats for cussing. All right. That's filed away. 2-2. All right. The 2-2 pitch coming up. Jo Dong-wook trying to get out of a leadoff walk and single, and that's going to be a chopper. Second baseman over, grabs it, throws, and 3 away. Gets out of the inning, and Samsung does their finest Hanwha impression, and has runners at first and second with nobody out, and fails to get anybody in. Fantastic showing by Samsung. They didn't even have to bunt to do that. Hanwha will have Chan Ho coming to bats at the bottom of the fourth. Or sorry, the top of the fifth. Alright, looks like Kia has tied it up at the bottom of the fourth, 1-1 now. Busan LG still 1-1. NC still 1-0, and SSG still 2-0. Not much change, except we've got 3 tie games and 2 games being decided by less than 2 runs. We should be coming back again. Oh, yeah, wrong button, wrong button, wrong button, wrong button. I have too many wrong buttons. Wind is blowing in Daegu. Might be why the balls are flying out so much. Alright. So again, Chan Ho gonna lead things off for Hanwha. Looks at strike 1 on the inside corner. Can we get through an entire song? So hitting 250 on the season, grounded out to the first baseman in his last at bats, and whips the ball on way outside. There's a shot off the first baseman's leg, rolls, and he's gonna stop at first with a leadoff single off of McKinnon. Was it on? I don't know, what is it, 3 stations at that time? Was it on all the, was there like breaking news, breaking coverage? As they check over on McKinnon as that ball went off of his wrist. They are going to give him a hit in the very, very... yeah. Oh, they are going to call that an error. Error on the first baseman. Yeah, I always wonder how he would have done if he would have stayed in St. Louis the whole time. Right off of, thought it was off of his leg, but it does go off of his wrist, up about just above the bone. They go out, tape it up. Need to tape up that mustache because that's not very good. He's gonna really, he needs to get a little color in that mustache. All right. JJ, oh no! New manager, same story. stupid strategy. Let's bunt because we are so awful at our job and don't understand that bunting is stupid. Ball one. Just keep bunting, keep failing. Why? Like, what in possible? Like, how could it be possible that every manager that come and then he fouls it up against the screen? Like, how is it possible that every manager that comes into a dugout for Hanwha has to play the exact same way, which literally makes your team suck? How is it possible that every single time someone goes into the dugout, they follow the same strategy of making your team awful? Bunting is bad. Bunting is bad. You are giving up an out. You are making your team worse. You are destroying your team. You are saying, I don't want runs. How hard is this to believe and understand? Bunting is stupid. You have just taken away the one thing that is limited in the entire game of baseball, which is outs, and then you've given it to the other team to actually lower the percentage of runs you're going to score. It has been proven time and time again that bunting does not work, but yet every stupid idiot in a manager uniform for Hanwha decides that they have to bunt. Good God, you make the game embarrassing. I literally don't even want to watch this junk of a team. Doesn't matter that that happened to work that time. It's still an absolutely stupid, stupid, stupid strategy. Just because something works one time does not mean it's a good strategy. And that's what's going to happen is this guy's going to be, oh, well, this time the bunt worked. We scored a run. Yeah, this time. One time. Absolute morons in the dugout every single time you watch a Hanwha game. Absolutely embarrassing to the game of baseball. No wonder he doesn't get a job. And what's going to happen? They're going to have a new manager come in next week. And what's he going to do? The exact same stupid crap that ruins the team. I don't even want to broadcast the game anymore. I'm so sick of watching these stupid idiots in the dugouts just fumble through everything and think that they know what they're doing. Because they're idiots.
환상적으로 날려버려 환상적으로 날려줘요 환상적으로 날려줘요 이글스 노시 환상적으로 날려버려 노시환 날려버려 노시환 한화지오 한화지오 승리를 위하여 한화지오 한화지오
I literally don't. I don't even want to broadcast. Like just watching this team makes me sick. We'll see how long this one-run lead lasts as Jo Dong-wook is back out to face the lineup for a third time. In there for a strike. One and one. So, like I said earlier, 80 pitches or one time or two times through the lineup. We're now at pitch number 84 and the third time through the lineup. And there's a leadoff single. He's going to be on second because he's fast. Imagine that. I'm so surprised. Now, are they going to change the pitcher? Nope, not going to change the pitcher, huh? All right, McKinnon stepping in. Fouls that straight back. 0-1. Wonder how this is going to end up. TV needs to work on their cameras and get some better stabilization. Those cameras just bounce like crazy. It's like they're handheld. All right, the one pitch. And boom! There goes the lead. It's almost like I knew it was going to happen. Oh, my Lord. How would I possibly know anything? Always. Yeah, let's keep him out there. Yeah, let's keep him out there. That's a good idea. Lee Sung-gyu, 2 strikeouts on the day. Yeah, rolls around to bunt. There you go. That's a nice looking bunt. Throws over to first. Hit a home run here, please. Just, please, just save everybody. Just save everybody. Just hit a home run. Ball 1. Swings through that one. 2-2. Here comes Kim Hero. Kim Young-un on base twice today. 0 for 1 on the day, though, as he reached on an E4 and walked at his last at-bats, hitting 280 on the season. And fouls that one back up against the Samsung Sang-Young sign. They desperately need a double play here. Kim Young-un does strike out a lot. 67 strikeouts on the year. But that's going to be lifted into or left right in front of the warning track. And that will be the lead. Somebody was right. Somebody wearing a sand. Oh, now you take him out after he blew the lead. That's a good idea. That's a good idea. You're a freaking idiot. It's amazing how dumb you have to be given a job in this Hanwha dugout. Like, it has to be, hey, in this situation, what would you do? And they say the worst possible answer, and they're like, oh, yeah, you're hired. You should definitely coach this team. That way we can continue to suck. How do you get a job in the Hanwha dugout? Well, it's simple. You coach like you're an idiot. Then you can get a job. Yeah, Kim Yu-Yan out. He only pitched yesterday, started the game. This will be fun. But only needs 1 out. Runner on first. And that's a ball. That's about the same spot he threw the first pitch yesterday that ended up hitting Gujauk. Best pitch he threw all day. And broken bat lifted, second baseman under it, and that's 3 away. But not before they blow the lead because the manager doesn't know what he's doing. And on that note, we will go to the 5th inning stretch where I will contemplate why Hanwha sucks all the time. Apparently, first pitch already in there for a strike. Uh, Zero literally came back as he's throwing the ball, and that's a single into rights. Might be two as he turns the corner, and Cheon Song is into second with a leadoff double. All right, Lee Do-yoon now will step into the box. He's 0 for 2. Still waiting to finish his entire song. Are we going to have another bunt? We should definitely have a bunt. We've got a runner on second. We're down wrong. I think that's an excellent idea. If you bunt here, that way not only do you give up an out, that means you have to get a hit from the next two guys. There we go. Yeah, that's a good job. Yeah, square around to bunts. Excellent job. 296 hitter. Squaring up the bunts. Misses ball one. And outside does not square up to bunt this time. Might have missed the sign. Here comes the sign from the third base coach. The clap, and then the clap again. And the 2-0 pitch. And is not going to bunt. Apparently, my complaining to Hanwha, they decided that they suddenly realized that they're not stupid. All right, the 3-0 pitch and just catches the top. Nick, I just don't get why you have to be so incompetent to get a job in the dugouts. Like it's embarrassing. Watching this team is it's just embarrassing. Now that's chopped. Now we've got ourselves a full count. Runner on second to lead off, and still trying to get a hit. I mean, I don't know what's worse, the bunts. Yeah. And not only like, and that's gonna be ball 4. And Hanwha's got runners on first and second with nobody out. Let's see how well this plays out, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see how this plays out. Yeah, so like one, yeah, they scored on a, they scored on a single because of the bunts, but 2 hits later was another single, which would have scored him anyway. And not only that, like again, it's the 5th inning. Why are you worried about 1 run in the 5th inning? Why? Then you send the guy back out to blow the lead because. Oh, so now we're gonna bunt. Yeah, here's a good chance to bunt. Down 1. Let's try to tie the game because tying the game is cool. I like to play to tie the game so that everybody gets something. Like, do the managers not understand that the point of the game is to score more runs? Like, did they not get that information? Like, did you not get the information that the goal of baseball is to score more runs? And now he's swinging at an 0-2. He's got an 0-2 count because he pulled a bunt back, and now he had to swing again. So now you gotta pull the bunt back and then reset to swing at a pitch. Just trying to play games and oh, what happens when you swing the bat? He makes an amazing catch at the wall, is what happens. Wow. What a play. Slamming into the wall. Slams into the wall, gets up, throws it in. Yeah, I mean, not like you can't do anything when they make a catch like that. All right, Chano now looking ball one. Chano reached on an error on the first baseman. He is the scored on the RBI single by Kim Tae-young. Strike. Yeah, welcome back, Luke. All right, here comes the 1-1 pitch. Sets up on the outside. Low. 2-1. So Chen Ho, again, 0 for 2 on the day with a ground out to third and then a ground out to first and a ground out to first, but the second one went off of his wrist for an error. And the 2-1 in there for a strike. 2-2. I saw that the Samsung guy. And in the dirt, 3-2, full count. I think those seats are. I haven't sat back there for Samsung, but they're probably 75 to 85. That's what they are at most of the stadiums. 75 to 85. I think Kium and Changwon are the most expensive. And that's a shot. Just, oh my lord. I mean, Samsung just where they need to be at this point. A liner, Wantain almost catches it and then throws to second and gets the one out on the. So Dave, I don't know if I know you sent us something saying that you were in the vertical. You must not have been listening to me. They could not have just had a worse fifth inning if humanly possible from a manager standpoint. Like, they could not possibly do anything worse and more dumb than they did. 4-2 Twins, they got a chance to head above Kia by the end of the weekend, I think. And that's outside 1-1 to JJ. Yeah, sorry. And in the dirt, 2-1. That's pitch number 90 for Wantain, so he should, at this point. Oh, yeah. Real happy. All right, the 2-1 pitch to JJ Hung, runner on first and third, lifted foul, 2-2. This is about right where it should be. Hanwha leadoff double and a walk to put runners on first and second with nobody out, which means they probably won't score, as that is their Achilles heel. Between that and hiring stupid people to manage in the dugouts are the two things that hold Hanwha back the most. None. All right, the 2-2. And that's going to be a chopper to the pitcher, the toss, and once again, Hanwha fails to score with runners on first and seconds and nobody out. Just like old times, and current times, and future times, and every time. Why are we auctioning off my hair for things for Hanwha? The fact that I'm sitting here telling people exactly what's going to happen should be reason enough to put me in the dugouts over the incompetence that's been in there since I moved here 11 years ago. Is that's in there for a strike. So Kim Yu-yan was the starter in yesterday's game. Only pitched 1 inning, gave up 3 runs, 24 pitches. Uh, so yeah, against Lotte. Yeah, and the thing is yeah, when they're scoring those runs, they don't have to manage. Like it's not a like you literally just send guys up. And again, Hanwha it continues to hit. It's not a hitting issue. It's a people in the dugout making stupid decisions issue. And that's way up high. Kim Jae Hyuk 0 for 2, but does have the ridiculous catch at the wall that saves some runs. And catches the outside 1-1. Yeah, and he just trying to play games like fake bunting and then pulling it back to swing and just let the guys freaking play. The fly out to rights, 2 away. When you start doing that, it's where you're fake a bunt, pull it back, fake a bunt, pull it back. You take him out of the rhythm. Well, I mean, Samsung should have blown out Hanwha yesterday, and they should be blowing them out today. But seriously, like Samsung with the little league double steal to get the bunts to not score any runs, that one's fouled away. Yang Woo-yun is still batting 0 on the season. 0 for 2 in today's game with a strikeout, a ground out to seconds, and the 0-1 pitch. Way up high. All right, the 1-1 pitch. And 2-1. Yeah, it's just. All right, 2-1 pitch, and that's outside 3-1. And the new manager's not going to be any different. He's older than the game of baseball almost. Like he's going to suddenly start playing like it's a new game. You know, you got a guy that he's treasured because they won the 2008 Beijing Olympics, you know, 16 years ago when teams didn't send their best players and weren't allowed to send their best players. 2-2, that's 3-2 strike to run the count full. But I mean, he coached at Doosan and he coached at NC. Didn't win a championship at NC, even though they won a championship. And that's fouled away. No, they don't use anything like that. What they do is, oh, when I played, we would bunt in this situation, so we're gonna bunt in this situation now, is what they do. It has nothing to do with actual anything. Yeah, it's literally, oh, the people before us did it, so we're gonna do it. It's the whole don't. It's you know, this is the way it's always been done, so we're not gonna change anything. This person's older than you, so you have to listen to them. Don't criticize them because they're older than you. That's 100% all it is. It has nothing to do with uh looking at any numbers whatsoever. It is 100%. This is what it's been done before, and so we're gonna keep doing it. It's gonna completely change though when we do it this time. This time it's gonna work. God, that commercial was awful. All right, Hanwha now going to the seventh. Kim Tae-yeon will lead things up. Yes. All right, Won Tae-in is done. Kim Chong-min will be on the mound now for Samsung. Kim Chong-min, 3.09 ERA, 1 win, 13 holds, 26 games, 22 and a third innings, 24 strikeouts, 17 walks, 244 batting average against, and a 1.67 whip. He did again pitch yesterday. Kim Chong-min. And misses upstairs. Ball one. So yesterday's game, Kim Jong-min, 19 pitches, 8 for strikes. Did walk one, and that misses upstairs too. So yesterday, 19 pitches, 11 of them for balls. Today, 2 pitches, 2 of them for balls. And in the middle of the plates, strike one. Should be 2 strikes. It's so far down the middle. Kim Tae-yeon, 1 for 2 on the day with a walk, RBI single, and a fly out to left. And pops that one up. Kang Min-ho back under it, and 1 away. Wang Young-mook will now make his way on or into the box. 1 for 3 on the day with a ground out to second, a single, and a fly out to left. Come on, Nick. Where is it? And first pitch swinging in foul territory. Didn't even get the shortest song I have. You didn't even get a chance to type it out before he was out. As that is 2 straight foul pop-ups. As a foul pop-up to the catcher and a foul pop-up to the third baseman. And Hanwha is still looking to at least hit a ball in fair territory. And they will have Noshiwan, who is 3 for 3 on the day, average up to 283. 2 singles, a 3-run homer, and it looks it's ball one low. And that's in there for a strike. 1-1. I will never understand that whole hold the uniform backwards thingy. As that one is popped up, right fielder giving chase, but just gets into the outfield of the foul. I don't know. I wonder what all those green t-shirt people are. Now the question is after this inning, who's going to pitch for Hanwha? All right. The 1-2 pitch. Way up by 2-2. just him. And that's ripped foul. And the thing is with Subaru is they didn't they refused to give him any players. Like they're like, oh, why didn't you win with 0 players? They signed Chan Song, but they're foreign players. One of them pitched 2 2/3 innings for the whole season, and another one was O'Grady, the worst, as that goes off of the catcher's mask and spins it around. Yeah, I mean they gave Subaru the worst Korean foreigner of all time, and their other starter they gave him pitched 2 2/3 innings for the whole season before he was injured. He made a bunch as that misses, and that was why I didn't like him. Why I didn't think he did the same thing. First and second, bunt. First, bunt. He was better with the pitching decisions, minus the fact that he kept trying to start Kim Min-woo. And that's lifted into rights, under it, and 3 away. He'll go to the bottom of the 7th. Hanwha still down 5-4. Yeah, I mean, it has to be a thing where it's in their it has to be in their contract that they have to bunt with no outs and a runner on first and second. Like it has to be in their contract to do that. Like that's the only explanation that that could be possible is in order to fulfill your contract as a Hanwha coach, you have to have X amount of bunts a year or X amount of bunts in certain situations. Otherwise, your contract is null and void. It's the only thing I can really think of because there's no statistical reason why you would ever bunt. They did exercise the bad juju. They accepted his resignation. Unfortunately, they didn't bother to take this time to make a decision to move the team forward, but just moved it sideways. All right, Imenu outs. 222 222 on the season, 1 win, 1 save, 6 holds, 27 games, 24 and 1/3 inning, 26 strikeouts, 6 walks, 239 batting average against, and a 1.11 whip for Imenu. Probably should have been coming in yesterday's game if Hanwha had the lead, but instead the manager was an idiot and they blew it. All right. We are back to the top of the lineup for Samsung. Kim Ji-chan, who doubled and scored in his last at bat, also walked and scored, and a 4-3 ground out. Looks at strike one and ball one low. 1-1. There are not 2 outs because the first batter. So Imenu has pitched extremely well, although his time pitching has been limited due to being the normal 8th inning guy. But and that's going to be a 6-3 put out and 1 away. No, 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 no. There's still a time for bunts. There is still a time for bunts. Uh as that one almost hits everybody in the stadium. So McKinnon 328 on the season now. He is 2 for 3 on the day. Like a tie game, first and seconds, nobody out in the eighth or ninth inning. That's a okay time to bunt if you're the home team. As he swings through that, because most of the time, teams leading going into the ninth inning, they guess what? They win. So at that point, the game is very limited in times that someone else can score, and so that's a uh oh. All right, the 2-1 in there for a strike, 2-2. Nick, Luke, what do you guys think of McKinnon's mustache there? What do you think of that thing? All right, the 2-2 pitch. And it pops him up. Really? I think it needs some dirt rubbed in it or something, but that's two away as the pop up to the second base or the catcher. That's what your mustache looks like when you grow it, isn't it? All right. Next up, Isung Gyu. Sacrifice fly gave them. Sorry, sacrifice bunt. And. and a big curveball right down the middle. All right, the 0-1 outside, 1-1. All right, the 1-1 pitch. And chopped foul, 1-2. Imino would love to strike him out here. He is 0 for 2 on the day with 2 strikeouts and a sacrifice bunt. They're making it interesting, Alan. All right, the 1-2 pitch. And that's a line shot into center and a runner on first. His first at bit. His first of the day. That's going to bring up Pak Byung Ho, who is 1 for 2 on the day. Good job staying inside the ball on that pitch. Looked like he was jammed, but was able to line it into center. All right, 226 on the season for Pak Byung Ho, but very different from the start of his season and his recent streak as he looks at strike one at the bottom of the zone on the curveball. 1-2 again on the day. Walked in his last at bats, and then popped up to the second baseman and a 3-run shot way back in the first. Seemed like ages ago. All right, the 0-1 pitch sets up way outside. JJ Hoon does, and the pitch even farther outside. 1-1. Da-da, da-da-da, da-da-da. All right, to the 1-1 pitch. Outside, ball 2. I believe I have an eyelash. Oh, maybe they're trying to make it so I don't have to watch this. All right, the 2-1 pitch bounced in the dirt. 3-1. He has had a full count his last 2 at bats. And a check over at first. In there, safely sliding back. They're gonna bottom of the 7th. They're gonna come back. All right, the 3-1 pitch swings the steal, not in time. Throws to the base, but Wang Young Mook was way late getting over there. It wouldn't have mattered, I don't think. Again, teams just continue to steal all over Hanwha, and we've got another full count. 3-2. And inside, ball 4. Stolen base doesn't matter as they've got runners on first and second now. There we go. Jog down to the base. Oh. His name is Ramos, Allen. All right, telling him he's got no more mound visits left. All right, it's first and second, 2 outs. Hero back up. So at home he's got 10 home runs. On the road he's got 3. And here comes the 0-0 pitch. Outside, ball 1. On the day, he has got a sacrifice fly. That's the current leading run. Also reached on an error in the first at-bats and walked in his second at-bats. 0 for 1 on the day. But been on twice. And that misses 2-0. Okay, here comes the 2-0 pitch. And chopped foul into the Hanwha dugout down the first base side. believe he hits Cheon Sung. He's the DH for the day. Oh, Cheon Sung hit it with a bat. He is deadly with that bat as he saved a camera a few months ago. Kim Young-un, very distinct. What's up, Pop? All right, here comes the 2-1 pitch. Sets up high on the inside and hits his spot. Fouls away. 2-2. Cheon Sung standing there with the bats. Saved a... Oh, there it is. There's the uniforms. What's the one for number 16? Is that a... must be a Team Korea one. As the Hero fan club out there in the outfield. All right, here comes the 2-2 pitch. And that's going to be a chopper to second. Scoops it, throws, and gets out of the inning on the 4-3 groundout. And we will head to the 8th. Hanwha still down. Five to 4. Yeah, well, yeah, of course it's a Saturday game in Seoul. So, coming up for Hanwha will be An Chi-hong, Cheon Sung, and Lee Do-yoon trying to get a run. We should be coming back here shortly. Maybe if they don't do it late. They have a tendency. Lovely looking sky there in Daegu with the pink and up to purple and white. If you are around Korea, now would be a time to go look outside. Lee Sung-hyun will make his way onto the mound for 4.21 ERA for the big righty. And An Chi-hong leading things off. Lee Sung-hyun did pitch in yesterday's game. I believe he got a ground out double play. That's in there for strike. Yesterday, he 14 pitches, 1 walk, a strikeout, and lifted in the air. Right fielder under it. 1 away. Bears up 5-4. There you go, Alan. It is your day, Alan. All right, 1 away, and Cheon Sung is stepping into the box. He's doubled in his last at-bat. Was stranded at third. And in there for a strike as the catcher drops the ball. outside. Hanwha and Sa. All right, so here we go. The 1-1 pitch, and that's going to be fouled off the end of the bats. Might have to get a new bat. Might have chipped something, it almost feels like. Looks like. Sounded like. All right, Chan Song. The 1-2 pitch coming up as he calls for time. I still haven't figured out what all the shamrocks are for some of these players. As that misses outside, 2-2. I don't know if anybody knows what all the... He's got one on the back of his helmet. He's got one on his little elbow guard thing. I haven't looked. He might have one on his shin guard. Yeah, he does have one on his shin guard. What is... He's got one on his wrist guard. He's got a 4-leaf clover. So on the back of his helmet, on his wrist guard, on his elbow guard, on his shin guard. I have no idea what it means, but he has them. And the 2-2 in low. That is going to make the count full. 3-2. His first full count of the day, as he is 1 for 3 with a ground out to short, a foul pop up to the catcher, a double, and that's going to be a shot foul just outside the bag over at third base. Why was he running like that? He made the hit, but then he's running like sideways, like a basketball shuffle, instead of putting your head down and running forward. What is the deal with that? All right, here comes the 3-2 pitch once again. And up high, ball 4. Take your base, sir. And Hanwha's got the tying run on base. Second time he's been on base. And they will have a pinch runner. I'm going to guess Lee Sang-hyuk will be... Yes, Lee Sang-hyuk will take over on the bases. All right, Lee Do-yoon now up. Looks up, ball 1, up high. They're like literally cheering right in front of security cameras. Like, that's got to be awkward. All right, so will he go? Looks at strike 1 at the top of his own. 1-1. All right, Lee Do-yoon 0 for 2 on the day with a fly ball to center, a ground out to short, and a walk in his last at bats. Throw over slides in. Plenty of speed at first. Lee Sang-hyuk does have a stolen base or 2 already this year. And there he goes, and stole the base. Are they gonna... Are they going to check it out? replaying. No, they're not going to check it out. So we've got a runner on second now. 1-2 count. Still need a single in order to tie the game. And that is not going to do it. Struck him out. Mark, the only way Hanwha would consistently win is if they finally hired me to coach the team. Because we wouldn't be doing the stupid stuff that they are doing today. So, Kim Kang-min will now step in. Hitting 283 on the season, 0 for 3 with 2 flyouts to left and a strikeout. Average down below 300 now. Looks at strike one at the top of the zone. And welcome back, Mark. I don't know if you are still here or not. The 0-1 pitch. And swings. Big swing, no ding. Man, you literally took the 2 worst teams in the league. 2 of the 3 worst teams in the league to win, Mark. A fool and his money are soon parted. All right, the 0-2 pitch. Standing up behind and goes way up, hits his glove, but that's a ball. 1-2. An Oh-Seung-Wan name on his cowboy hats while he's got a Hanwha uniform on. Doesn't go on that ball that scoots away. 2-2. All right. The 2-2 pitch, runner on second, 2 outs. Here it comes. Sets up, puts his glove in the dirt, and doesn't swing. We are going to have another full count, the second full count of this inning. The 3-2 pitch sets up way on the inside and hits him in the elbow and off of the elbow guard. And, that is going to put runners on first and second with 2 outs for Hanwha as they take a visit to the mound, and they may be bringing in a lefty here. Are they going to bring in a lefty? Nope. They're just saying, oh, get this guy out. Hanwha warming up in the bullpen. So is Ji Guang. 2 righties. But Hanwha will now be stepping in. He is 0 for 3 on the day with Again, ground out to first, a error on the, or sorry, yeah, ground out to first, an error on the first baseman, and a 3-6 put out. No, that was not a 3-6. That was a 1-6 put out way back then. Looks at ball one, 1-0. They can. Chan-Ho, I think, has 2 homers on the season, maybe 3. One. It was a 3-run homer, though. I do remember that, as that one's fouled away, 1-1. They don't hit. It's weird. So they basically have 3 guys that hit homers. 4 guys. We could say 4. Kim Tae-yeon, Perlaza, No Shiwan, and An Chi-hong. You could say Chae-In-sung also, but not so much. Hanwha is 6th in the league with home runs with 54, but they are very. It's not like up and down the lineup hits home runs. It is very like centered on basically 2 guys, and everyone else kind of adds a little bit. As No Shiwan, so Perlaza has 15 and No Shiwan has 12. As that swings through that, and that's going to be 3 outs, and Hanwha will be down to their last 3 outs as he gets out of the inning with a strikeouts. We will go to the bottom of the 8th. Hanwha still down 1 run because their manager's an idiot. A bunt for who? All right, we are here, bottom of the 8th. Who is on for Hanwha? Are they bringing in Ju Hyun-sung? No, they're gonna bring in Kim Bum-soo, who pitched yesterday. I'm sure. The Hanwha netizens are going nuts right now. So, Kim Bum-soo on to face Kang Min-ho, who is 1 for 3 on the day, 282 on the season. And that's in there for a strike. 0-1. And came in yesterday, gave up the 3-run homer to Park Byung-ho. Again, I didn't necessarily think that was a bad decision. The bad decision was having Park Sang-won go back out for the 2nd inning, fouled away 0-2, and then also having him stay in there after the long delay because of the Perlaza injury. So it should never have gotten to the Kim Bum Soo home run situation. That's low ball one, 1-2. So it never should have gotten to that situation. Because again, it's just the manager just completely oblivious. It's they're very like tunnel vision. Like they don't think about the other games. They just focus on that one game, and they don't realize that every game is a piece of other games. They just can't figure that out. All right, the 2-2 pitch. That's lifted center fielder Kang Min Ho going back up against the wall. And that's a home run. And that is going to make some people angry. As that is 4 homers he's now given up to lefties. 4 homers given up to righties. And he is going to have to make a trip down to the second league. No, the Hanwha netizens are not going to be happy with that. Not gonna make Hanwha fans happy. Yep. All right. Swings through that one. 0-1. All right, Kim Jae-hyuk, 184 now on the season, 0 for 3 on the day with a strikeout and 2 flyouts to right. Looks at ball 1, 1-1. All right, the 1-1 pitch. That's rocked to left. And Chae Ho with a fantastic jumping catch at the wall. What a catch by Chae Ho. That's the foreign fan behind home plate with the little lion facey thingy on, lion mask. All right, first pitch in there for a strike, 0-1. Yang Hoo-hyun, 0 for 3 on the day, 0 for everything in his 2024 season, and fouls that one, 0-2. 2 strikeouts, grounder to second base, and then another strikeout. And apparently there was a strikeout. Don't know if it was swinging or if it was looking, because they didn't bother to show the strikeouts. We're just going to put swinging, because I didn't see a big strikeout call. But we will now head to the 9th inning. Hanwha needs 2 more runs just to keep playing.
다 같이 일어나 최강하너의 승리를 위하여
Solo shot from Kang Min Ho added an insurance run. And Kang Min-ho has just absolutely destroyed Hanwha pitching. And, like, I mean, this year he hasn't hit as well against them, but, like, so this year he's hit 250 against them. Last year he hit 347. The year before that he hit 300. 3 home runs last year against Hanwha. 3 home runs this year against Hanwha. He really just destroys Hanwha. And so, like, it's not something that's... and Kim Bum-soo he's given up home runs, but he's given them up to, like, the hardest guys to pitch to on the teams. Park Young-ho and then now Kang Min-ho. Alright, we should be coming back here. The top of the ninth. Hanwha with 3 outs left. Oh Seung-won. These Samsung fans are ridiculous. That's like 60 uniforms. They have like 60 uniforms. Oh Seung-won out to close. 2 ERA, 16 saves in 25 games. Dreads is my name, Amit. Welcome, welcome, welcome. All right, so Oh Seung-won out on the mound. Did have 4 pitches, force out save yesterday. Moon Hyun-bin, first pitch swinging. And yeah, that's 1 out. I didn't even get to play any music. So Oh Seung-won yesterday, 4 out save. Moon Hyun-bin with the pinch hits pop up. And that's going to bring up Kim Tae-yeon, maybe, if they ever show the game. These guys are just, like, all into it. As there's a lady in a Buddha mask praying, maybe a guy praying with giant Buddha beads in front of 60, 70 Oh Seung-won uniforms, as that one catches the top of the zone. 1-1. No problem, Amit. No problem. Thank you for joining. All right, Kim Tae-yeon looks at its ball 2 at the top of the zone. 2-1. So again, yesterday, he did pitch yesterday. In yesterday's game, pitched 1.1 innings, 16 pitches, 12 for strikes. Is that one is another strike. The bottom of the zone, 2-2. Had 1 strikeout. So Won Tae-in is the pitcher on record at this point. All right, here comes the 2-2 pitch, and that's going to be a grounder to short. And the throw, 2 away. As Hanwha is now down to their last out. And it's going to be Wang Young-mook. Maybe, if we ever get to watch the game. And first pitch, bottom of the zone, 0-1. All right, here comes the 0-1 pitch. That's going to be a chopper to McKinnon. It grabs it, runs to first, and game over. Hanwha loses another one. 6-4, courtesy of a manager that follows the same strategy that every other Hanwha manager ever has, which leads to no runs and stupidity abound. Hanwha loses once again, as they always do, because because their managers don't know what they're doing. So, uh, big things on today's game. Hanwha loses once again. Cho Dong-wook gives up 5 runs. Should not have been back out there. Is not able to close out the 5th inning because he was way over his the pitches that he should have been throwing. Wontaine did not pitch well. Continues to not pitch well. 6 innings, 4 runs, 3 of them earned. Gave up the 1 home run to the man at third and tied it up. Hanwha takes the lead, but immediately chokes it back up because the manager, again, is an absolute idiot, sending out the guy to pitch through the lineup the 3rd time when he's already pitched 80 pitches, and once again showing that I should be the manager because I'm not incompetent. But apparently that is a requirement in order to manage the Hanwha Eagles. You have to have the baseball IQ of a rock. Unfortunately, I am much smarter than a rock. I am closer to that of a blossoming flower. With that, thank you guys for joining. I will be back tomorrow if I haven't been banned from YouTube. So, thank you guys for checking into the stream. I will see you guys tomorrow. Once again, it is June now, so the games will be at 5 o'clock on the weekends for the remainder of this month, unless it is a Kium home game on Sundays, which are 2. So I will see you guys tomorrow at 5 o'clock. Thank you, everybody, for watching, and I will try to not yell and scream tomorrow. Goodbye.